Live. Let me just check the page if we're on. All right, we're live. Good evening, good morning, everyone out there. Welcome to a special episode of the Bulletpunk Network Show. Uh, Show about Quicks, the people we work with, we collab with. And today we're joined by some very special guests. We'll go around the table to introduce them. We have with us the people from PureArts and the artist Daytoner himself. Say hi, guys.
Hello, guys.
Hey, hi everyone.
All right. So we have joining us today Arnaud from PureArts,
Yeah.
Felix also from PureArts, and the man himself responsible for our newest addiction, Master Nine Eyes Daytoner. Say hi, sir.
Hey man. Hi everyone.
Hey. All right. So we have this show today actually because we wanted the community to learn more about PureArts, a company that behind
Yeah.
Master Nine Eyes, and of course Daytoner, the artist who designed Master Nine Eyes. So yeah, so why don't we start about that? So let's start with PureArts. Arnold, please introduce yourself. You and Felix. What do
Yeah.
you guys do for PureArts? And then go
Oh,
on about your company.
okay, cool. Thank you, Carlo. Okay, so PureArts. PureArts, we are a collectible company created 10 years ago by former creative director of Ubisoft, Hugues Martel, a Canadian guy, and we opened an office and a factory in China 10 years ago to really create some cool collectibles because it was always his passion to sculpt. He's a sculptor, he's a designer, a sculptor. So the CEO of PureArts is really in art. He's really the breathing art, or spending time to paint, to cast, to sculpt. So is that really the core and the force of PureArts? It's the leadership from Hugues, our CEO, to drive us to really perform everything to the maximum. So that is really a big value of PureArts. And we have been working with Ubisoft, Bandai Namco, Cyber CD Projekt for years. And since 2 years, we wanted to explore a bit different field. So it was also a passion of Hugues, the designer toys. So we jump also when I saw Daytoner concept was wow, that we need, even we never done before because we were really on collectibles. But when I saw the Daytoner concept, this time we need to jump and bring our expertise for manufacturing and creating cool collectibles in the designer toy industry. And it's why we are here today with you to talk about that. And Felix is here with me in Montreal to help to coordinate the project because we have an office in China, factory in China, but also here in Montreal in Canada. So Felix is helping for the design, the coordination with the artist, the project manager, because it's a big a lot of people involved to create a designer toy, as you may know. So yeah,
Yep.
Felix is here for that.
So yeah, so can I ask Arnold, PureArts, where does the name come from? What does it mean? Why the name?
So PureArts, yeah, PureArts, exactly. So when Hugues opened PureArts 10 years ago, he was willing to work always with artists, to promote artists. It's for that at PureArts we don't outsource the art. The art is really the key item at PureArts from the name. And it's for that we have a big designer, 3D design team, director, art director, concept artist, and everyone is in house. Some competitors, they always, most of the time, outsource the design because they focus more on the project management and so on. But us, no, we really from A to Z. We care a lot for the art, the concept, the 3D design, the prototyping, the painting. We have everyone in us. And so the process, when the art is done, after the production is just to copy. It's not that easy, but the most difficult part is really the art and what we want to focus at PureArts.
Cool, great. And then you mentioned you've been around for 10 years now. Can you
Yeah.
take us through some of the other products that you've developed over the years? Maybe like here on your website.
Yeah, so you can see we have a lot of gaming because, of course, we start to do collectibles for the gaming industry. So Assassin's Creed, for example, at the office here, that is from Altair from Assassin's Creed. We have, of course, the Master and I will come back to later. Ibana from Rainbow Six, really cool one. We have a lot of cool collectibles that we are really good at making high-end polyresin statues. So that is one of our great quality because we have the factory that is Johnny Silverhand from Cyberpunk, and also the motorbike replica.
Oh, that's amazing! I love that bike.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's really cool. Look at the details.
Very cool. Yeah. So this is in the polyresin.
Yeah, polyresin statue. Yeah, exact. So that is we have we open the office, the factory of polyresin statue, the factory where we do our prototype, but also we do the production for polyresin statue.
Cool. And then you were saying that is Master 9 Ice your first original license, meaning it didn't come from a game or a previous.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It was the first time we work with an artist like Daytoner to really bring his concept, his design, his creation to life. So is that what we did with Daytoner? We work together to transform concept. We improve. We work together on the 3D to be sure we can print, we can manufacture it because it's also not only sometimes possible with the concept. So we need to, there is some area need to think about how we will produce it, or if it's sharp enough. So we work with Daytoner on this 3D, and we bring him to life.
Cool. So I'll leave the story of Master 9 Ice to Daytoner, but I'd like you to tell us the story of how Daytoner and PureArts actually came together to create Master 9 Ice. How did it work? Did you approach? How did you find Daytoner, or did he find you? And
I
just
just
original concept that you really wanted to push at the first.
I just sent a message on Instagram because I saw the concept.
Cool. Yeah.
Daytoner was making some 3D prints. You share a picture of a print you did from your Master 9, and this time I said, oh fuck, it's really nice, so nice. So we need to work together, and I send a message to Dalian explaining what is PureArts, what we do, and willing to know if he was looking to manufacture to do more mass than just a 3D print at his home. And step by step, we started the process to make what it is today.
And then for those of you who don't know, it started out as a Kickstarter last year, is that right?
Yeah, 1 year ago. Yeah, exactly.
And then it came out in 2 colors. It was the panda and the red. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
The 6 and the 12. The 6-inch being vinyl. Is that right?
The 6-inch is a vinyl, and this one.
That's nice. Yeah.
The big one is resin.
Yeah. It's polyresin, the same
polyresin.
Material used for yours. The same material
for
used
the statue. Exactly.
So it's very hefty, and when you carry
very heavy.
Super heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy feel to it.
Super heavy.
Okay, cool. So those of you who were lucky enough to get in on the pre-order for that, congratulations.
Yeah,
okay. Then of course I have to ask, what about your future? Now that you've got your foot in the door, or so to speak, you've wet your toes in the designer toy world. What is in the future for PureArts in the designer toy industry?
So the future is we already started to collaborate with other artists because we really appreciate all this design and all our entry to the designer toy community has been welcome and pushed by the media. Really, it was a really incredible welcome from the community, the media. It was really a surprise because sometimes for the polyresin statue, it's not that easy to enter this market, but I think we really understood what the fan from designer toys wait as expect more also, and we will continue to that. We have an internal artist, Michael Leliev, who work as PureArts, but he also sculpt a lot crazy figure. So that is something. Yes, so that is something we will bring to life this year. We already have some cool prototypes. So one more artist from PureArts, but it will be his personal sculpt, not linked to any license. And yesterday I just signed another artist to really bring his concept to life. So we have
nice.
we will. It's a good start. I'm really happy about all this collaboration. The back and forth with the artist is really. It's really interesting because there is a great collaboration. You know, sometimes when you deal with Ubisoft, with Bandai Namco, it's hard to really make the things happen. But with the artists, with the designer community, it's flexible, and we really appreciate that. We can push
cool.
really.
That actually brings me to a good question that I've been wanting to ask. How have you found how different is the high-end collectible industry and community from the designer toy community? Having experienced both, Arnaud, what can you say is the big difference between the two industries and the two communities?
They will the polyresin community. They will less collect. They will like a piece, they will buy a piece, they will less collect. We will not make a series, too much coloration and a series of the same. So it's really individual. It's more individual product that you like, you buy, but there is very few that buy because they want to collect. You know, they like Altair or they. So in the designer, it's really about the collection to bring a cool line that you can collect. You can make all the black designer toy together, or the blue, or the same, all your tech 63 designer toy. So that is more about the collection, and yeah, that is a difference, a big difference. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, I never thought of it that way because I honestly didn't do polygraphs. I do a lot of action figures, as you see behind me, but and toys. But I never did do polyresin.
And also, will not pay attention to the same. You know, that is really about the art, the shape, the color, the polyresin statue. You need to be very accurate to the characters that you play. It's more about accuracy, and that is more about the art. The feeling. You like the feeling? Okay, it's more, but. For the polyresin from the video game, for example, you need to be 100% accurate to what is in game. So that is the difficulty. All the details, the texture, you need to be same. So it's important because the player who like to play Assassin's Creed, they want the statue of the same character, not a tiny difference. And that is more flexible about the art. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, cool, great. All right. And then your studio is where? Sorry, I forgot to ask.
Sorry?
Your studio is located where?
In Montreal, in Canada. We have an office here in Canada for the marketing, the sales, the design. We have also an office in Shanghai for the design, and an office in Shenzhen for the project management, quality, and a factory in Huizhou in China.
We'll definitely want to drop by when we're in town. We'll give you a call and maybe we'll spend half a day with you and have lunch or coffee or something. Yeah.
When you want.
All right, great. All right, thank you, Arnaud. Thank you for that. All right. Now, we'd like to take this time to talk to the artist himself, Mr. Daytoner. Good morning.
Hey
Thank
there.
you for waking up so early. For those of you who don't
Good
know,
morning.
it's 7 a.m. for for Daytoner over
I'm
here. So
still
we
waking up.
should be all be yeah, we should all be grateful for him to him for waking up so early. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. All right, so
No worries.
let's start with you, sir. Can you tell us your story, like your art journey? How did you start with art? Yeah, go ahead, please,
Um,
sir.
yeah, it's a long story. I started with graffiti too, so I'm basically rooted in graffiti. I'm a bit rusty with the can at the moment, I would say. But so I started with that around 14, 15 in my hometown, and I think that you can still see throughout all my stuff, like even though it goes a little bit away sometimes, but I think you see it all the time. And then I tried to like make a living out of that, and I studied design, like product design actually, and I worked for a little bit in the industry as a designer and product designer. And then I came over here to LA, where I'm now in 2012, I think. And this is where I started the whole Daytona thing, where I kind of wanted to enter for myself like the entertainment industry, like video games and movies, and just come back, sort of come back to the characters which I started with when I did graffiti. So I kind of wanted to get back to focus on characters. And in graffiti, I usually did characters next to other people's letters. So I barely did letters. And this is how this all kind of started again after a little bit of design confusion. I'm now back at the character focus, and it's working out great.
Cool. So, can you tell us how did you get your name, Daytoner? Is that always the handle that you've used, or did you use
Uh,
something else before?
in graffiti times, I used something completely else, so it's not from that time. But like you guys will know, like in graffiti, you are used to using aliases, so you never use your real name. So I was very used to that. So when I came to LA, and I wanted to really focus on the characters again and entertainment design, I yeah, I just picked a new name, which is, I think it's just a very complicated name to say. I draw every day. It's like a day painter, um, like the toner from the printer. Yeah,
Mm,
that's where it comes from.
okay.
It's like an everyday kind of drawing guy. It's very complicated for that, but I stick with it.
That's actually nice. Can you tell us I'm actually showing your Instagram feed right now. Uh, where do you
Yeah, I
get
saw it.
your
Awesome.
inspiration or your art style? Yeah, for your art style.
Um, so at like for the new stuff, I have a lot of inspiration in entertainment industry, in gaming. Like I have a few really badass ones. I love 3A figures a lot, like Ashley Wood.
Yeah, yeah. Me
Um,
and Quicks, we love
I
Ash. We love Ash's work too.
uh, so I have a lot of those standing around my desk. This is very inspiring. Then I have a few entertainment artists which I like a lot. I also, through my design background, I like Sid Mead a lot, who died actually. Very old school concept artist. And then I'm influenced, like always, from like graphic design, graffiti, and also back in the days, all the Japanese, like Ghost in the Shell, Akira, because I grew up with all that. So it's always I think it's always a mix out of graphic design, graffiti-ish, Japan, which is funny because I'm not from Japan, but I think I was just super influenced in my in my teen years, like also from Wipeout, the first Wipeout, the graphics on what Wipeout did, for
Oh,
instance.
the
Like,
game.
I think,
Yeah.
yeah, on the
Wow.
PlayStation 1.
Yeah, I love that game.
Amazing.
Oh man.
Yeah, and I think I'm still influenced by all of this stuff. Like, yeah.
Cool.
There's
So,
the 3A. You see, there's the little in the middle.
oh yeah. So okay, so now let's talk about your character, Master Nine Eyes. Can you tell us about his backstory, and then yeah, where you got this design?
So Master Nine Eyes, like you see on the Instagram, I'm kind of I started also with these. So I'm very robot heavy. That's maybe the first thing I have to say. Like so when I started turning my characters up again and focusing back on them again, I kind of pivoted super hard to robots, which is kind of cool because me having studied like product design and loving characters, the robots is kind of like the perfect in between for me, as I like, because I know how to design products and I love characters. So the robots is kind of the perfect merge for me, because you have kind of like the stance and the feeling of the character, but you can also design some shapes, which I love. So so I have a lot of these robots which are very fashionable, I would say. Very urban. They sometimes have clothes on, sometimes not. Sometimes they are a bit dorky and a bit sometimes they're a bit meaner and a bit more sinister, and sometimes they are actually a bit more funny and a bit more likable. So and I with Master Nine Eyes, like I tried to make figures also since like forever. I think since I started design in school, I wanted to make figures, and I seem to have a really hard time to actually do it, even though I was able to model them in 3D and everything. But it always like felt really hard to me. And so Master Nine Eyes was another of these attempts where I was so motivated by like by wanting to make figures that I sat down and was like, okay, let's do one more. Let's try again. You have to try really often, I think. So I sat down, I modeled it in ZBrush, like all the way to the point where I thought like, I love it. And it's perfect. And then I thought like, okay, if I cannot find anybody, then like let's just do it myself. And like I 3D printed and maybe painted myself and finish it and all that. So I was kind of really determined this time. And as my Instagram kind of grew by that time pretty good, I just thought like when I had the prototype, my own little prototype, I kind of thought like, why don't I ask into the community, into the fans, and like,
yeah,
maybe they can answer me. Like if I have so many followers, somebody might know something to help me. That's kind of this post. And I just asked basically to the people, like, does anybody know anybody who would do a figure with me? And then I got a few cool replies, and then like 2 days later, Arnaud like wrote me an email or DM, I don't know, and said, yeah, we you know what, we would do it with you. And that was incredible. And since then we are rolling with the master.
And yeah, and here we are.
yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah.
So can you tell us about Master Nine Eyes himself? Like, is he a robot? Is he a man? Is he both?
He is actually a robot. So he is actually a robot, and we talked about in the last chat actually. It's funny how I would imagine him without the jacket. I think he is actually a very thin guy underneath the jacket. So I think the jacket is actually just really puffy. But he's supposed to be a robot, like full robot. He's not a human. I tried to show that like in the arms and in the legs, so you can see through them. So like Master Nine Eyes just has these really subtle, like iconic things that like really minimal things, but they are needed to show. So you can see through the legs and through the arms, and this is how you see he's a robot. So it's not like an arm of a human. So these holes in his arms and his legs, I think are really important to show that he's actually not a human. And yeah, he's a robot with clothes and huge knife block on the back. Yeah.
Cool. So what's the story? Why does he have 6 swords? Do you have a backstory for that?
So I see Master Nine Eyes like part of a little family of characters. Him being the first one, I have the family mapped out in my head and on paper. It's not posted yet, but I'm trying to get a little family going around him. And Master Nine Eyes is, I would say, he's the muscle. I would not say he's the brains of the operation. He's a bit more the emotional, passionate guy. He's the bruiser, and the sixth sword is there because he's not the most clever, and he's not the brain. So his fighting style, I imagine, to be very like passionate and breaking off a sword and leaving a sword somewhere and then taking the next one. So very wasteful, like or lavish fighting style somehow. Like he would also lose a few swords and break them off and then take the next one. So it's kind of like his revolver of katanas, basically. So he can take a new one if he just lost one, or so he can be very generous with the use of the katanas.
I see. That's why he's carrying 6, so that he has extras in case he breaks.
Yeah, he has a lot of extras, like Plan B and Plan C. Yeah.
I see.
Exactly.
Cool. And then, okay, so of course I have to ask, what are your plans for the future? Both for Master Nine Eyes, his family, and well, your other characters.
So yeah, like I said, I think we should just have Master Nine Eyes running as long as we can. It's amazing. The artist collaborations I love a lot. I love to see what artists do out of him. Sometimes stuff I would never have done with him, which is awesome. And like I said, I could imagine like a little actually family around him, like being in the same kind of universe of slightly abstract, like a little bit caricature and graphic and cartoon, like a little cartoony. But then I could also see, Arnaud, correct me if I'm wrong, I could also see like a 3A-ish, more realistic, more adult 1/6 kind of line of, because if you scroll through my Instagram, you see I have a lot of characters which would go amazing into like a bit more serious toy line. Not so much into vinyl toys, but a bit more into the I'm not even sure what they're called. Into the 1/6 articulated kind of world, because there's a lot of, for instance, the guy with the pink in the background, and there I have a lot of these things flying around. So these two there in the middle, yeah, exactly, yeah. So I could see this would be amazing too.
Cool. So yeah, something to look forward to coming from you, Daytoner. I'm sure a lot of the people watching now will be anxiously waiting for that. So I want to move on to there were actually a couple of questions posted on the group when we announced that you'd be coming on. First question from Sharon Taylor. When did the discussions for the collab with Quiccs start? Before, during, or after the Kickstarter campaign? Arnaud or Felix?
After, yeah.
Right. So right after you got funded and finished the Kickstarter campaign, that's when,
yeah, during the summer 2020, something like that.
Okay. Cool, great. Uh, Jose is asking, how did this M9 Master 9S come about? What's the story? Okay, there. Daytoner just answered that. Um, do you think Master 9 Eyes would get along with Tech 63?
I think so.
Like, you think they could be pals or hang out, right? Uh,
I think so.
could there be a collab the other way? Perhaps Daytoner and PureArts working on a tech colorway.
Definitely. I think I already have like the underlay for Tech 63, but I couldn't get to it yet. But I think yeah.
So I think there is some
Definitely.
clamor for you to take a shot at it. Let's see what I don't know. Let's see
Oh,
what you
sure.
can come up with, and yeah, I'm sure
Super tricky.
people might like
I
it.
looked at it. I looked at it. There's so many Tech 63s around. It's really hard to come up with something new.
They fit.
Yeah,
It's
there,
insane.
them hanging out together. Yeah. All right, so we actually do have a special gift for everyone who is watching today. Uh, the These kind of people over at Pure Arts have agreed to give early access to people here watching the show today to purchase the collab. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna post a Google form link on the chat right now, which I'm gonna do. All you guys have to do is enter your email there, and then someone from
Yeah.
Pure Arts will email you after
We'll
the show
send you an email. Yes.
to get early access to purchase the Master 9i63. So this link will only be active during the show. We'll take it down right after the show. So this is a special gift for the people who are watching. So thank you for joining us today. So here, I'll also put it on the other post so that people can there. So get on the link, guys, because we'll close that link after the show. All right. So we've come to the point of the show where we talk about the the collab itself. We'd like to ask Mr. Quicks, my guest, to join us also. Quicks, you there?
Hi guys. Hello.
Hi. Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank
Good
you
morning.
for joining us.
Good morning
Good
to
morning, yeah, to the people in the
Morning.
US.
Canada and the States.
All right,
Almost
cool.
morning in our almost morning
Yeah,
in the Philippines as well.
it's almost morning here. Yeah. All right, cool. So let's get started. So Quicks, can you tell us about your design inspiration? Actually, Arnaud, yeah, could you hold up
Yeah.
the date? We don't have one in hand yet, but yeah, there Arnold has one. That's the actual production sample, Arnold, or is that the
Yeah, it's in vinyl is a final. Yeah.
So this collab has been like in the works for I think almost 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. Arno, you guys sent me
1 year one.
the 1
Yeah.
year the DIYs like more than a year I think, and then
Yeah.
I did try to imagine how my art would look good on it. Although I already thought that a lot of people that you'd invite would do some sort of a dark or black colorway on it.
Mhm.
So I decided to take this opportunity to actually um, be a little different and
Yeah.
get inspiration from my
Mm.
collab with Adidas. So I chose blue just to like make it stand out a little bit more. And so yeah, that's pretty much my decision on why I chose the blue colorway to reflect my the Adidas
Yeah.
partnership and reflect some of our the techwear elements that we usually put on our t-shirts and hoodies. I've been a big fan of Daytoner actually. I've been I've been seeing his stuff for like a lot of years now. So I was super duper honored to be invited for the artist series of this project. And I really had
That's
fun
amazing.
designing it. So super looking forward to the release. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Arnaud,
Joy.
sorry, can you do me a
Yes.
favor? Could you hold them? Could you hold them up next to the Tech 63 again so that people see the scale? There we go. So yeah, they would look actually not so bad.
Same
They would look not so bad together. Yeah, they would look good
Yeah.
together on the shelf. Yeah.
Our 6-inch figure, it's like
Yeah.
almost around 6 inch
Both
to
are
the,
6
the horn. So yeah, and Master 9i63 is almost there too. So it's a nice size.
Yeah.
I like.
Mm.
All right, cool. So and then quick. So what do you say about we coax Daytoner into submitting some designs to Aaron for
Of course,
potential?
of course. Yes. Super open.
Sorry to put you on the spot, Daytoner, but we
Yeah.
now have some fans expecting you to submit some designs to Martian Toys so that we can come out with an artist series of yours too. On the
Yeah,
site.
let's we should discuss that later, perhaps.
Mm.
I'd be super honored for Daytona to get one.
All right, Arnaud is
Cool.
showing the box also. There, you can
Yeah.
see the.
It's a custom
box
box.
that you
Yeah,
can
we
put,
made
It's a unique box to
That's
to
nice.
the Quiccs collab, right?
yeah, exact.
That looks really dope. I love it.
Yeah,
It's cool.
we can't wait.
Yeah.
We can't wait to have that in hand.
Yeah.
All
I have
right.
a question. I want to hear from Felix. I haven't heard anything from him.
Yeah,
How are you,
Felix.
Felix?
Yeah. Well, I was pretty excited to see that we were working on that in your collab with your art, and having the privilege to design the box. Also, only that part was pretty
Thanks.
awesome for me.
You did a really good job.
So
Thank you for that.
thanks. So yeah, I feel like Master Eye is pretty much falls right into your art style. I think you did a really good job with your work and the collab with Adidas. We can really feel your street style or street art
Thank you.
vibes. So
Thank
pretty nice, and yeah, it's really a nice product.
We did a good job on the design, so thank you for that, man. That's cool.
Thank
My
you.
pleasure. Yeah.
Great, cool, amazing. All right. So, Arnold, can you tell us more
Yeah.
about the drop details for tomorrow? So
Okay,
it's dropping
so-
on. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay, so tomorrow, so the early access will be at 9 a.m. EST. So 9 a.m. EST in Mania is 10 p.m.
10 p.m. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, exact. 10 p.m. In your time, 9 a.m. here, and 6 a.m. in Los Angeles. After, we have the normal, the product available for everyone will be at 1 p.m. here. So 1 p.m. here means 2 a.m. in Mania. Yeah. Good
Quite
luck. No, so for that,
Oh,
if you
man.
have chance,
Okay.
if you have chance to fill the Google form and put your address, we will send you an early access, and I think it will be very great for you to avoid a short night. Yeah. So
And then this is happening at purearts.com, correct?
PureArts, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, only on PureArts.com. So it's an exclusive product. We just have few variants available for retailer, like the red one and no the ghost eyes, the latest one we released this year with Daniel. So that is a ghost eye. So that is available on retail. But the other variant, like the gravity, so this one is cool too. So the gravity
Oh, yeah,
also.
I saw that. That's nice.
Yeah.
New
this one is
head.
crazy. This one we revealed during the designer con. Yeah.
Yeah. New head.
Yes. So the Master 963, on purearts.com. Maybe you can reshare the link of the page.
Yeah, I'll do that
Yeah.
now. So this link is only live now until the end of the show. So guys, special treat for the people watching. You can get early access just put your email there, and then PureArts will send you a link by email.
Yeah, exactly.
After
PureArts.com. The production already started, so that is a pre-production sample. We already started the painting before Chinese New Year, so now it's Chinese New Year in China, so everything is stopped. We will continue the production in end of February, early March, and then we expect to be able to dispatch to everyone in June.
Oh, great! So not a long wait, maybe just
not a long wait.
So.
Yeah, because we have already advanced before Chinese New Year. That was important to be sure to not be too late. So those step has been done, and now we will be ready. So that is cool. The packaging is incredible also, and PureArts.com, $105 USD. We will ship from or China or UK or Europe, because we are opening a new warehouse in Europe. So the customer in Europe, we have no additional tax. So that is important because with the Brexit, it has been a bit tricky recently, the shipping from UK to Europe. So, and of course, North America warehouse for American and Canadian and customers. Yeah. So yeah, the size 6-inch and vinyl ABS for the sword, the arms, the legs.
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
So the swords will never bend, right? It's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Flexible.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It's flexible. You just have to be careful with them, not to break them.
Yeah.
It's a bit. Yeah, exactly.
It's a bit stiffer. Yeah. But yeah, so in about 3 months, you should have your Master 9E63 on your shelf next to your Tech 63.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and of course, we do have a bit of a tease for you guys. Quiccs, you wanna say something about the Master 9E63?
Sorry?
We have a tease for them about the Master 9E63. The one for...
Maybe some other time. We're going to reveal that some other time, so it's a surprise.
All right, there. So something to look forward to about the Master 9E63.
Yeah.
This isn't the last you'll see of it.
Oh
so,
yes.
Yeah, something. All right, guys. So the link is still up. You still have a few minutes to get your emails in there so that you get early access. Thank you so much to our friends over here at PureArts for giving early access to the people watching today. I'm sure it is. I see some people in the chat saying it's very much appreciated. So thank you for that. All right, so great. So we'll go one more time around the table to give your final word for the day. Please tell them where they can find you and where they can follow you guys. Please go ahead, Mr. Daytoner. Please go first.
My handle is day_toner on Instagram. I also have an art station. Like I said, it's heavy on the character design, entertainment design, some gaming stuff. At the moment, I'm working with Destiny and another big game coming out. So I have these two parallels. Just check it out and see if you like it. Thanks for joining.
Yeah. Please give him a follow on those groups. Hopefully we see you soon, Daytoner, at the convention or next time we're in LA. Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
We hope so.
Yeah,
we hope
that'd
so.
be amazing.
Yeah.
All right. And then
Any
Arnaud,
convention.
If DesignerCon happened last year, we could have seen you there, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
we could have.
Yeah. We had planned to have
I could have walked over.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome. All right. So how about you, Arnaud? Please say your final word, where they can find you, where they can follow you. Arnaud,
yeah, sure. So PureArts official. So that is for PureArts. Feel free to follow on Instagram because we have a new reveal and new creation coming soon. So very interesting product to arrive. Yeah, and for me, it's Arnaud Spam. You can follow, and if you have any question, don't hesitate to shoot me a message. I will always take the time to answer anyone. So it's very important because we had a great welcome from the community. So it's normal to give back and to answer all the questions from everyone. So always here to answer and any question. And yeah, I hope for the we can meet next year or this year in Designer Con or the next event, because I'm sure we will all enjoy to be all together again. Yeah, to celebrate that. So cross the finger and yeah.
All right, and of course, most importantly, PureArts.com, guys. PureArts.com.
Yeah, PureArts.com. Yeah, exactly.
We'll see everyone who wasn't lucky. Well, even the people who are getting early access, we will be seeing you on PureArts.com very shortly.
Yeah.
All right, I guess that's it. Thank you guys. Thank you, Daytoner.
One question actually.
Oh.
Can I
Right,
squeeze in a question?
Go ahead. Yes, of course.
For Arnaud and Felix, maybe perhaps they can oblige us and show Montreal today, how it is outside, because we never have to go to the Philippines. I want to see like
you are lucky. You are lucky. Yes, yesterday like 20 centimeters of snow arrived in Montreal.
Yeah, you just missed the.
Wow! And I'm in t-shirt. It's minus 20. Huh?
And the cars are.
Damn,
the cars are stuck in the snow. It's pretty.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks beautiful there.
Oh,
yeah.
It's a cool city. Cool city.
Yeah,
it's a nice. It's a really nice city. It's a really nice city. A lot of art. Honestly, for the creativity, also for that we wanted to open the office in Montreal. So much artists, designer, concept artists, 3D designer. It's incredible. This city. You have graffiti, murals everywhere. You have a mural festival. It's really a city what breathes art, and you see every street corner you can see something cool, the architecture, so it's really cool. It's really nice city. I really like to.
Someday in the future, Daytoner and I can paint in a wall in Montreal someday.
Oh, can be very good.
That would be awesome.
I have to warm up a little with the can, but let's do it.
Let's paint together, Daytoner.
Yeah, exactly.
Super.
Let's do it.
Right,
and how is LA today?
Sunny.
LA is probably like the Philippines. So it's a lot of
very sunny.
A lot of green, a lot of palm trees. Sun is out. Sky is no cloud at all. It's very California.
Perfect weather.
I mean, it's like 7 or 8 in the morning, but it's always like that.
That's really cool. Sorry for waking you up so early. We really appreciate it.
No worries.
Yeah, thank you.
No worries.
Thank you so much,
Awesome.
Daytoner, for waking up early and spending your time with us.
Thank you, guys.
It's been amazing.
Thank you so much also, Arnaud and Felix, for waking up early and spending time with us today to talk about the collab.
Yeah, it's so good.
All right, thank you, everyone. And then everyone watching the show, last chance to get your emails in. We're closing the form after this. Like, we'll give you like maybe 5 minutes after the show ends, and then we'll start. We'll turn over the list to the people over here at our friends at PureArts. And again, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everyone, Arnaud, Felix, Daytoner, for joining us this morning. And looking forward to what the future has in store for everyone.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much
for having us.
Thank
you, Quiccs. Thank you, Carlo.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.